marks the start of Madden Ratings Week on ESPN, and we begin with two of the best the game has ever seen. The GOAT, Tom Brady, now a Buck with a bunch of weapons, has a 90 rating for this upcoming season. He is the 5th-ranked QB, according to our friends at EA Sports. That bad man who Max calls the BOAT, Aaron Rodgers, has an overall rating of 89. Rodgers falls right behind Brady on the list of QBs at 6th overall. Rodgers surprisingly ranked 20th in the NFL last season with a QBR of just over 50. It's our Marines Game Changers debate of the day, and Marcus, you are up first. Is Brady overrated here, sir, with the 5th best quarterback rating?
Yes, he's overrated. Absolutely. He's not the 5th best quarterback in the NFL. You can make an argument that Drew Brees should be ahead of Tom Brady when we have this discussion. But I look at this league, and this is me. Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson. Those are the 5 quarterbacks I would want before Brees and Brady. And obviously they would come in 6 and 7. So, yeah, it's wrong. Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback at this point than Tom Brady is. Tom Brady is still really, really good. He's still a quarterback that you can win with. But we're comparing guys at the points of their career when we believe who's the better guy at doing their job. And that's Aaron Rodgers above Tom Brady. I get it. I get the love for him. I understand that everybody loves the fact that Tom Brady is in Tampa and he has all of this talent around him. I understand when Madden is rating these guys, they base it off of a lot of things, a lot of analytics. My eyes tell me Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. And that's as simple and plain as I can make it, Stephen A.
Well, the reason, listen, come on, man. You talking to me, so you know how I feel because Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. You know where I stand on that.
That's why I left
But
you
in
more
this
time.
particular instance, there you go. In this particular instance, I'm going to disagree with you, Swagoo, but not because I'm not looking at it the same way. When the question was asked, I didn't take it as who's the more talented quarterback. I'm looking at this upcoming season and saying, who do I think would look better? In other words, when I'm thinking about Tom Brady, it's not just about, Mike Evans and Godwin. You know what I'm paying attention to? Not just that he has Gronkowski, but he has Gronkowski with O.J. Howard and with Cameron Brate. And so when I'm looking at it is Tom Brady's best years is when he's had both a slot caliber receiver like the Julian Edelman. Remember, he used to have Edelman and Amendola, or when he had the 2 tight ends, whether it would be with Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski. So the way I'm looking at it, Swagoo, is this. You had Randy Moss, right? You had Randy Moss, but you still had other weapons in the interior between the numbers to make things happen for him. And that's what I see. Even though Godwin is electric, we know what he's capable of doing. We know he could be an Edelman type if you asked him to be that way, in my estimation. We know what Mike Evans brings to the table on the outside. But then when you combine that, when you have not 1, not 2, but 3 reliable tight ends, when you can use 2 tight end sets in your formations all afternoon long, that's what I'm thinking at, and I'm juxtaposing that to Aaron Rodgers. What the hell do you have to work with? Why did we lament what the Green Bay Packers did to this man in drafting Jordan Love? We know Jordan Love's got promise. We believe in him. We hope that he's going to do well. We understand that those numbers were a bit, disingenuous to some degree at Utah State because of the new coaching staff, the system, and all of that other stuff.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do what?
I understand what you're saying, but let's not do that. We having an individual conversation, and I've sat on my sofa and watched you talk about NBA players. We are not talking about the talent around these guys. We talking about the individual player. Hell, if we had Aaron Rodgers with the Tampa Bay Bucks, they'll be leading in winning the Super Bowl. It wouldn't even be a question.
Let me say what I'm saying.
So let's talk about the individual guys.
Okay. And I'm telling you, from an individual perspective, I will concede. Of course, I'm going to tell you that I think that Aaron Rodgers, as a talent, is the greatest ever outside of since before we saw Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about from a talent perspective. Well, all that he could do at the quarterback position, I totally believe in Aaron Rodgers. But here's the difference between a basketball and a football player, which is why I can't completely flow with you, Swagoo. A basketball player can say, give me the damn ball and move the hell out the way. watch me take this over. Win, lose, or draw, he can do that. No quarterback can do that. The quarterback has to throw to somebody. I can't ignore that. I can't sit up there and say, oh, just individually, because I'm looking at it, excuse me, can he fling the football? Yes.
Stephen A., we still having a discussion about two individuals. It don't matter if you can take the ball and move the hell out the way. You said, I believe Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Can we not leave it at that?
That's true.
When we talking about rating these guys in competition?
No.
We have to. Look, listen, this is one of those conversations where it's always the situation about what surrounds them. We know who's a better player regardless of the guys around them. We've been having these discussions about sports our entire life. We knew that Barry Sanders was a better running back than Emmitt Smith, even though.
But why was the question asked? I'm saying the question was asked by them. Not talking about us. The question was asked. The ratings were presented because we have a season coming up, and you're asking about who's going to look better. I don't think anybody at Tom Brady being 42 years of age, with what we see from him the last 2 seasons compared to what we see from Aaron Rodgers, I don't think anybody would look at it and say Tom Brady's better than Aaron Rodgers. But if you're talking about this upcoming season and who could potentially look better, I'm saying to you, there's nothing wrong with having that subject based on that premise. Because I'm looking at all of those things.
Okay.
I can't, with a football player, a running back, yes. But with a quarterback, I can't just look at a quarterback and go like this. I don't take his surroundings into consideration at all. I can't do that at that position. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.